Good morning. So in today's video, I'm going to share a mindfulness meditation that I did while I was immersed in nature, in the vastness and the beauty of my backyard. Now this mindfulness meditation will also be focused on a sense of touch. And before I begin any sort of mindfulness practice or exercise, what I like doing is taking deep, resonating breaths. And I usually like to continue this throughout the entire duration. So it's something like taking a breath in, and this is just a way of flushing out the stress from my mind and my body. It's a way of just telling my mind that I have this intention of doing a mindful practice. And before I begin the mindfulness practice, I remind myself what are the few key ideas of mindfulness. The first of these ideas is that you want to be immersed in the flow of the present moment. And often, the mindfulness technique provides you a channel so that you're focused on the present moment. Here you can see I'm using my fingers and the sense of touch to remind me to just explore and be in the present moment and not be trapped in the past or the future. Now, the second idea of mindfulness is that inevitably, as you do this, thoughts will bubble up, and you should never get angry at these thoughts. You just look at them, you non-judgmentally observe them, and you just let them drift away. And then again, through the sense of touch, you just refocus your mind into that flow of the present moment. And the third thing that sometimes a lot of people don't talk about is that if you can, you generate a sense of feeling oneness, a larger connection to the universe and the world around you, and generating a feeling of love. So these are the three things that I typically do when I'm doing my mindfulness meditation. Now here I am. I found this gorgeous organism, which I'll describe to you in a second. And I'm straddling that log. And the first thing that I had done in the video, which maybe you may have missed, is I just appreciated the feel of the vegetation around. I like not mowing my lawn. I like the biodiversity. I like the bushes of vegetation. It's natural. And so when I remember that, it fills me with gratitude and happiness and warmth. I'm surrounded by biodiversity. And then in the beginning of the video, had gently explored just the wood itself, the dampness, and I imagined how it drank all of the rainwater from the day before. And then after that, I slowly and gently let my fingers dance around that wood until it began to skirt the perimeter of this breathtaking and gorgeous organism right over here. And as I explored the perimeter and then eventually the insides, I just asked myself, what am I feeling? What does it feel like? Well, it feels wet. It feels moist. It feels a little squishy, but gentle. It has a gentleness to it. It's soft. It's got little lobes that you can explore with your fingers. And I tried doing little circles. Here I'm exploring using a leaf. Variability is important when exploring something, getting to know it. Well, what does it smell like? It smells earthy. It smells good. The other thing that I like doing is using science to feel more deeply connected. So this is a jelly fungus. and it consumes the wood. Now, when I looked online, one option was that it was, what was it called? It was called, witch's butter. But witch's butter grows on hardwoods, and I know that this is not a hardwood. This is a conifer. And as a result, this is called the orange fungus spot. Now, what's really special, again, as I do this mindfulness exercise, is I remember this actual branch. So I grew up with this branch, believe it or not. My childhood is written in the rings of this branch that I'm sitting on. It's actually part of a tree. And there was a hemlock tree between my neighbor's house and my house, and it fell down. And that was a hemlock tree that I grew up with. All of my childhood, I saw this tree. And when it fell, I felt sadness. But I brought it into my yard, I let it sit there for years and years and years, and now this treasure was given to me. So that fills me with gratitude and happiness. Thank you.